should be in the favor of anime, technically speaking, statistically speaking, but anything can happen. I don't know how well Monihalla is playing today.
I love the transparent cowboy or farmer hat here. You can barely see Jaeyun's head behind it.
Can't see what he's thinking. So mysterious.
So mysterious. All right. Anyway, getting into his first game here. Yep. On Apocalypse.
Gets that weapon toss now. Monihalla is playing fast and up in Anime's face. Just said, hey, passive gameplay, I don't know what that is. I'm going to be holding forward and I am going to be interacting with you.
Okay. Ooh, there we go. Wow. Yeah. I mean, right now, Monihalla is really taking it to Anime here. This greatsword gameplay is definitely some of the more crisp I've seen this weekend.
Almost got that punish on the dodge too with that sidelight. Monihalla is looking aggressive. Monihalla's execution at the moment is also excellent. Okay, interesting choice. Not gonna be able to get it. Is that gonna be the KO? Not quite yet. I can't believe that Jaeyun had enough defense to survive that.
Yeah, well, I can tell you that Onyx did not have enough defense to survive that one there. And we see Monihalla take the first stock here. However, they are pretty in the red themselves, so it shouldn't take too much for Onyx to be able to find a strong hit here, so Anime can even things up.
Gets that weapon toss and picking up the sword. Okay, how do we want to open to? We're looking for the sidelight. And Anime, even still holding and charging it, it didn't KO.
Yeah, I mean,
finally that KOs, but even charging it, I can't believe that didn't do it.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit surprising when you see any sort of charge, especially at that much health and that much damage, and they just don't fly off the screen immediately. But it is what it is. You still got it one way or another, just like a couple seconds afterwards.
Monihalla just playing on the ground right now, looking for some of these sidelights to just get something going, and Anime is opting to play in the air. Really good use of the neutral light. That is your anti-air as a greatsword player. Oh, Monihalla is getting so much damage on now. Okay, down in. Is this going to be the stock skiff?
No, finds a way back to the stage. I was right with you. I thought it was going to be the stock for sure. Just with the way that Monihalla's really been on top of their game, especially with this greatsword. Yeah, like that, you just have so many options off stage when your opponent's below you. You just really keep that pressure up.
Monihalla is kind of sick. I don't think I've actually seen. I think I might have seen Monihalla play like once or twice before, at best. But I mean, they are just holding their own against Anime right now, and that is the most that you could possibly ask for.
It's just Jaeyun with an honest farmer hat. That's all it really is. But yeah, no, Monihalla is definitely super sick. I'm definitely becoming a big fan of watching. There we go. We got the sword
now.
Yep.
Wants to get that end light, looking for the side light, gets that neutral as well. Monihalla just being so tricky with some of these weapon tosses too. Tossing it, picking it back up, tossing it, picking it back up, tossing it, and then using it to get an opening against Anime. Anime struggling to build space, not able to get that GC side light, and now is stuck off stage for just a moment.
There we go. Couple strong hits, just kind of create some space for yourself, and looking for a way to potentially close that one out, but Anime gets the hit they need instead, evening up the stocks and not opting for the gauntlets. I feel like that's a little interesting because they've definitely been opting for gauntlets to build up a lot of their damage, but I kind of see why they're going for cannon here.
Yeah, that's canon. The cannon just, quite literally explodes sometimes. No pun intended. Anime coming back on. Monihalla able to get the good recovery, but that does not KO. You need to get this KO now. You sword, you need a D-light. You need a sider. You need something. You need anything. That's the end light. You knock Anime off stage, and now great sword on hand. I would stick with the sword because that is a much more consistent tool with which to KO.
Yeah,
just like that.
And they actually used their air dodge way early. It was actually on the left side of the stage, and they knew that they were in trouble because they tried drifting all the way out of range, and Monihalla just tracked them down and was able to close that out. So honestly, well played to them.
That was a good choice to stick to the sword at the end. I was a little afraid that Monihalla would opt for the great sword, and then sometimes with the great sword, you cannot get that final hit, but they stuck with the sword, they got that final sider, and now Monihalla has a 1-0 lead against Anime. Again, massive pure differential. Number 9 up against 55. Skiff, we might be watching an upset unfold.
We might. I mean, they're definitely looking very strong here, and I love to see, as much as I don't want to see an Onyx lose, right? I am all for upsets. Upsets are always some of the most hype things that happen in any fighting game.
Okay, at the moment though, gets that neutralite into the downlight bridge. Monihalla just gonna be holding onto the ground now. Doesn't get that sidelight finisher though.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, this greatsword definitely putting in a lot of work at the beginning here. And it's crazy because I feel like, I think it was yesterday, we saw a couple greatsword players just seem to kind of struggle to get greatsword going, but Monihalla seems to be no problem for them.
Monihalla backing onto the stage, dodging now, just in place, slowing down the pace of the game. Doesn't get that side light finisher as Anime, you know, of course you have that window in between the downlight bridge and the side light finisher. Good catch on the dodge, but no follow-up. That could have been such a huge opportunity when somebody uses up like that dodge against gauntlets.
Man, this is actually a real scrap fest right now. Both players are showing a lot of respect for each other and taking their time. And that weapon toss, holy, what a great alley-oop to yourself, huh?
Absolutely, that was an excellent weapon toss. Anime now has a lead. So, the ultimate question: how do you close? Monihalla with a really good dodge, and Anime is going off stage with gauntlets. You have to be careful. Both cannons and gauntlets, they can steal your stocks off stage.
Yeah, we actually just saw that this last game too, about going off stage with gauntlets. But all right, does find a way to get the stock right back. We do see Anime answering back themselves though, having a nice little solid lead here, especially after losing that game 1. However, Monihalla answering back with some great sword combos, big damage being put on.
Yeah, Money keeps on going for the immediate side light finisher. Dashed in, wanted to catch a dodge out that time around, and wasn't able to read Anime's dodge option. Okay, Anime siding just to get back onto the stage, throwing up the cannon just to say, hey, you don't want to edge guard me. Got back on, and now has gauntlets. Skiff, we have a completely even game.
There we go, yep. Solid stuff, nothing super crazy so far. Ooh, wow, okay, a 1 and a 2, but not gonna take the stock. And now we got Anime unarmed.
That's it.
Woo,
That's the catch.
man.
That's the catch that Monihalla was finally looking for. You get that side light, and then you're just able to chase dodge in there, and you get the reverse neutral light. That was it. That was the closer. Monihalla was struggling to get that 3-piece, but now this is a completely different game, Skiff. Oh, so much damage is being applied.
Yeah, this is actually very terrifying for Anime. Anime fans, you're gonna need to put your energy into the air, and you gotta start channeling it to this guy because they are struggling a little bit. They do find a way to even up the stocks though, but not too much of a difference in terms of damage. But man, with the way that Monihalla is playing, like, they get one small opening and they're gonna go nutty with it.
Oh, Monihalla, unfortunately, neutral lighting in the wrong direction, still left without a weapon, and Anime is taking full advantage of it. Just trying to get a weapon, picking up the sword now. Anime getting that neutral light, ends up whiffing the side light, but no whiff punish for Monihalla.
Okay. Decent damage here, nothing super crazy. Monihala's, like, their entire game plan has just been fantastic. This is a little bit of trouble though. Oh wait, a big reversal?
A little bit of trouble for the Anime.
Yep.
That could have been huge, but at any point, Gauntlet can steal you stock off stage with that devastating ground pound, with that devastating down air. But Monihalla going all the way up to the top, wanted to take an early stock off the top. Anime pressing down air out of disadvantage, just catching Money, dashing in.
Yeah, that was actually a very well-played counter, and it just kind of got you out of a really scary spot too. But however, this great sword is still in hand, and Monihalla going up to, this might be one of the biggest upsets we will see this weekend if Monihalla can make it happen.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is insane. I see that there's a lot of Monihalla stands in chat. A lot of people are coming through to go chill on League Boy at the moment, and you have to, right? You're currently up 2-0 against Anime. I don't think these two have played each other in bracket before. I do want to take a quick look. I want to get a replay on that last stock. We'll get to it in just a second because I'm curious. Oh, we won't get a replay on the last stock. That's okay. That's fine. Monihalla connected the 3-piece, got the side light finisher, I think it was, on the Great Sword, and is just continuing to hold down this lead. Up 2-0. Anime needs to make a reverse 3-0 if they just want to stay in the tournament.
Now, what I think is interesting here is that last game, Monihalla didn't throw out a single sig. Not one. So I don't know if they're just trying to play their cards close to their chest, or if they're just that confident, they don't really need to use any sigs. I mean, it seems like it with the way that they're playing. They are just, he's on top of his game.
Yeah, it didn't seem like he was struggling to close that much, right? He got the KOs exactly when he needed to. So, everybody, we're not seeing any stage switch-ups at this point. Monihalla, this is the underdog of this matchup at the moment, representing Jaehyun, representing Great Sword right now, and now is just looking to get something started. Backing off a little bit, side light, down light bridge, Anime backed into the corner, forced to dodge up. Monihalla has been in control of the ground this entire time.
Just taking your time on the wall, and you know what? I think this is kind of like speaks to the way that Monihalla's playing, that Anime's really giving them that much respect, or giving them that much room to work with. And oh no, Monihalla! Okay, does go back to stage and does give Anime a little bit of breathing room to just get another wall touch so they can continue to survive
That's it.
here.
That's gonna be it.
Not for long. Oh.
Yep, you dodge in, you're able to just catch them behind you, but then Anime does make it back onto the stage. I thought that Monihalla would go off stage for the edge guard at that point. Sword on hand, you know what you want? You want that D-Light, baby. You want that D-Light, you want that recovery. Anything can take the stock off of Anime at this point. You just have to make sure that you hold this lead.
Yep, there we go. Yep, getting that stare to close that one out, man. Monihalla just continues to be dominant here. I don't know what's going on. They are having the best day of their lives, apparently.
Monihalla is connecting a lot of greatsword sidelights. That is not necessarily the easiest move to connect on the ground. You can get punished for it fairly easily. It does not seem like Anime has just been avoiding it all that well. Monihalla has just kept putting Anime in his own little mix-up situations.
I mean, hey, we might just have like a new great sword aficionado here with the way that Monihalla is playing. My goodness, like their connections or combos, everything is just super crisp, super clean. They're making things happen. I feel like I don't see too many people who play greatsword make happen, and I love to see it.
How does he keep getting so many sidelights? He's like connecting all of them, and he's not getting punished for any of them at all. That time around, good dodge out, avoiding the finisher, but he has been successfully anti-killing Anime. Anime not able to take the stock off the top quite yet. Monihalla is still holding onto their first stock.
Wow, the defensive gameplay they showed right there, just stay out of all the weapon tosses, and we're able to get a little bit of damage onto Anime to get that next weapon, and leave them unarmed was huge. However, Anime did get back to stage, got a stock for themselves to even things up, but really, it's not for too much longer with the way that they are working right now. That is a lot of damage here. Okay, I like that. Beautiful GC, and trying to stay alive just a little bit longer.
The GCN lane was a good idea, just a little bit up too high, right? And now Anime just trying their best to make this comeback. Monihalla going for the immediate finishers, but Anime keeps on dodging in after the D-Light bridge. Okay, you gotta be careful. You toss out the weapon, you eat a ground pound, you eat a downer. Monihalla slips in. Anime drifts a little too far to the right, whiffs that last ground pound that they needed to just steal that lead. But Monihalla holding onto the lead now. You have Sword on hand, you need a cider, you need a recovery, you need a D-Light, or an N-Light, excuse me. The one KO option I didn't list.
Dara, this might be the end of Anime here. At the hands of PR55, Monihalla. I don't know if this is Monihalla's first top 10 PR win, but I mean, just looking at this, these two have never played against each other before, so I don't know if it's just Anime having a hard time adapting, or if Monihalla is just really starting to show why they are good and why they deserve to be among the top.
Anime with a cannon on hand. Okay, you know what Cannon is looking for. Side lights and D-Lights as well, but Monihalla is doing what Sword does best. Making use of that hitbox, making use of your disjoints, and keeping people off stage. It can be so difficult to actually assert your space against Sword, and Monihalla going all the way up the top. Off the top, excuse me.
No, I got you. There's a lot going on here. I would have messed up my letters too, N-words. Here we go. Ooh, not gonna be able to close that out, but certainly close. Monihalla is just one hit away from closing this out. Can they find the hit they need, Dara?
Anime, you need something. Anime, you need to pull a fast one at this point. Monihalla is still being so aggressive, not camping for too long. The recovery comes out. It doesn't KO quite yet, though. Gauntlets are in play. The sidelight gets punished by the sider. The weapon toss comes into play. Anime wanted to get that last hit, and Monihalla ran away, so they couldn't get that last hit, so they couldn't chase dodge back onto the stage. Monihalla didn't just make an upset over Anime. Monihalla didn't just knock down Anime out of eliminations in top 32. Monihalla did so in a 3-0 fashion skip, not dropping a single game.
Yeah, a 3-0 fashion.